video I'm going to wing around Hayling Island. Now it's about 12 miles as the crow flies, which is about 20 kilometers. By the time I've done all my tacks and jibes and come upwind, I'm probably going to be looking at closer to 20 miles, which is about 30 kilometers. I reckon it's going to take me roughly 2 hours. It could take anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours. I'm really not sure. It's a southwesterly wind. It's around 20 to 25 knots. I'm going to go with a 4.5 slingshot dart, a 99 ride engine manta wing. Now that is the biggest wing I have. It's over 2,000 surface area. I think it's like 2,400. The reason why I'm going for such a big wing is I want to catch some waves out the front and glide on some swell. Also, the far north end of the island is quite protected with big trees, and I'm a little bit concerned about how much wind is going to be able to get in behind there. So I'm just playing it safe for this first rounding and going with a really big wing, because that's going to give me the best opportunity to get round without any hiccups. I'm not going to go for an out and out speed record. I am pretty certain that no one has ever done this before, so my plan for today is to just get round, make a cool video, get some nice scenic shots, and if it all goes well, I might have a stab at it at a later date and see if I can set a speed. But today I'm just going to go for the cruisy completion. So I've just got this new ride engine wing harness I'm going to use for today. I've had one session on already, and for doing long distance things like this, I think it's completely necessary. Trying to hold on to the wing and go upwind is really hard work. So I think going forwards I'm going to use this most sessions, because it just takes the load off your arms when you're going upwind, gives you more time to do the fun stuff going downwind. So I've attached the harness lines to the wing, super simple. You can put it on any wing, and then this hook slides around like that, so if you need to lie on the board you can slide it out of the way, paddle the board and hook it into the wing, take a bit of weight off. So this video is sponsored by Volt. To put it simply, basically they're improving the way you're able to pay. Right now, like Visa and MasterCard own those services, and they charge loads of money to both the dealers, the merchants. It takes a long time to send money, especially internationally, so they're trying to just improve that service and do it at a much smaller cost. So if you're like me, I send money all around the world all the time. It takes ages and it's really expensive. They're basically trying to improve that. Thanks, Volt. Let's go. I've only been going like 10 minutes. I'm averaging 15 kilometers an hour. I think I brought too many cameras. The pole I've got on the wing is in the way. Got one here, Dave's got two. How many cameras do I need? I want to show you catching some waves downwind. So much fun. Got the wing there. Cruising downwind. The advantage of the big wing, going a bit slower, and just catch endless waves. My GoPro Max. It pinged off the end, which is a bit disappointing. Yes. It was actually a pain in the arse, this thing, from the start. It's okay when you're cruising around, but not trying to do this. I'm going to get this pole off and carry on. I've done 8 kilometres. I'm probably 3/4 of the way down the seafront. It's been really fun trying to catch some waves. There's not loads of swell, but there's still enough to catch some on this big wing. Big foil, I mean. Loads of wind, so I've just sent Dave and my dad into the entrance of Chichester Harbour to get some drone shots as they come in. And I'm going to keep going. Having loads of fun. Bit gutted I lost the 360 GoPro, but win some, we lose some. Just cruising. Me to do this, which is pretty cool, and definitely takes the weight off. I'm most of the way up Chichester Harbour now, just 15 kilometres, so I'd say I'm about halfway around. I still have the tough upwind leg to get home, but this is nice and flat. Got loads of power, definitely aired on the side of caution using this huge wing. We're coming up to the bridge, and that's going to be one of the most spectacular spots to get some shots and pop the drone up. Homemade flapjacks. Right, so made it to Hayling Bridge, which is just behind me. I've done 22 kilometres. It's been about 1 hour 45. Feeling good actually. The wind's pretty good. Managed to get round the challenging part coming upwind fine. I managed to negotiate the mud banks with no trouble whatsoever. But this is going to be the fun bit, trying to get under the bridge. I'm going to try and just pump underneath and see if I can make it on foil the whole time. If it goes well, I might try and come back through downwind just because I think it'll be really fun. But I'm going to try the upwind pass first. So wish me luck. Perth Bridge. Having driven over that bridge my whole life, it's quite cool to be the first person to wing underneath it. Now I've just got to finish her off and do the long beat back home, but now the tide's ripping out, it should be pretty easy. My trusty safety boat, my dad and Dave.
Water from your face, the sky is in your eyes. Don't wanna forget a single day. Could it really happen? Will you please talk to me really straight and say to me?
I've done 35 kilometres, that's about 25 miles or something. I'm averaging 13 kilometres now, which is quite slowly, but I'm cruising at like 20 kilometres an hour, which is probably like 15 miles an hour, 10 knots or something. I'm 3/4 of the way up the final upwind leg. The legs are burning, to say the least, and my hamstrings are on fire, but the harness is a game changer. Honestly, I don't know if it's, you know, possible to do long distance without a harness. It's quite tricky. The GoPro and the wing, but we're doing it.
I'm a selfish kind of person with a soul trying to fly. I aim to break the laws of nature and learn to love before I die. I was naked then, I'm naked now. And my nakedness is my sole account. I'm unfaithfulness, I'm a fucking clown. But I tried my best, yes I tried.
Made it. So I did 37 kilometres, that is about 25 miles, 28 miles, something like that. With an average speed of 13 kilometres an hour, about 10 knots, 15 miles an hour. Could have gone faster, but we're messing around filming and stuff, so no, really pleased, pretty knackered, but could have gone further, so I'm pleased with how successful it was. The harness made a huge difference. Yeah, it took me 3 hours, so plenty more in me. What's next? What's the next island? The most logical one to go around. Whew. Big thanks to Dave for filming, and my dad for following in his ribs. Epic couple of hours. Cheers for watching. Subscribe if you're not already. Smash the like button if you want to see more long distance winging. See you in the next video.